From street performer to sky king, the truth about Myna birds. When it comes to birds that have effortlessly blended wild instincts with urban savvy, few are as remarkable as the Myna bird. Known for its striking appearance, unmistakable voice, and surprising intelligence, the Myna is more than just another common city bird, it's a full-blown personality. Found strutting across sidewalks, perched on traffic lights, and mimicking human voices from balconies, the Myna bird is full of quirks and qualities that make it stand out from the crowd. Let's dig into the fascinating facts that make this bird such a unique figure in both natural and man-made environments. First off, let's talk about the Myna's looks. The most recognizable member of this family, the common Myna, Acridotheres tristis, sports a bold combination of colors. Its rich brown body is offset by a jet black head, with bright yellow patches around its eyes and a vivid yellow beak and legs. The wings flash white when it flies, giving it a stylish flair in the sky. It's the kind of bird you notice, whether it's walking like a boss on the pavement or letting out a dramatic call from a rooftop antenna. Speaking of walking, yes, Mynas walk more than they hop. That's one of their more peculiar features. Unlike many birds that hop around, Mynas prefer to strut. They walk confidently with their chest out and head bobbing slightly, giving them an almost comical, yet confident, look. This walking habit actually helps them in urban settings, allowing them to easily navigate flat surfaces like roads, parking lots, and plazas. One of the coolest and most well-known traits of the Myna bird is its ability to mimic sounds. This isn't limited to bird calls. Mynas can imitate human speech, car alarms, whistles, and even microwave beeps. Some pet Mynas are known to repeat full sentences, and they often learn quickly just by listening to people around them. Their mimicry skills are so impressive that in some parts of the world, they've been nicknamed the talking bird, putting them in the same league as parrots and crows when it comes to vocal ability. That talent for mimicry isn't just for show, it plays a key role in their communication. Mynas have a wide range of vocalizations, from whistles and clicks to squawks and high-pitched shrieks. They use different sounds for different things, like to warn of danger, call for a partner, get the group together, or just show excitement. Their calls are often loud, clear, and surprisingly varied. Scientists and birdwatchers alike have marveled at their vocal complexity. Mynas are also incredibly smart. They can solve simple puzzles, remember specific food sources, and identify individuals. In studies where Mynas had to figure out how to open boxes to get food, they not only learned quickly but could also adapt their strategy if the challenge changed. That kind of flexibility shows just how intelligent they are. In fact, one of their greets. This has led to controversy over whether Mynas should be culled or controlled in certain regions. And yet, it's hard not to respect the tenacity of this bird. It embodies survival, adaptability, and a kind of intelligence that makes it seem more than just an animal. It feels almost like a neighborhood character. In many cultures, especially in South Asia, Myna birds are symbols of love, luck, and even divine messengers. Pairs of Mynas are sometimes gifted at weddings, representing harmony and companionship. In Buddhist traditions, they're thought to carry the voices of the gods. They are associated with Sarasvati, the goddess of wisdom, in Hinduism. For pet lovers, Mynas have long been favorites due to their sociability and vocal talents. While not as common today as parrots or canaries in the pet trade, they're still sought after by those who admire their personalities. A well-trained Myna can mimic dozens of words and sounds, interact playfully with its owner, and even solve simple puzzles. But they're not for everyone. They need space, stimulation, and time. A bored Myna will let you know it's unhappy, often by squawking incessantly or picking at its feathers. Their diet in the wild is quite varied, omnivorous and opportunistic. Insects, fruit, grains, small reptiles, and scraps from human meals all make the cut. In urban areas, they've been spotted hopping around restaurants, food stalls, and even airports, scanning for dropped food. Their digestive systems have adapted to handle a wide range of food types, making them highly resilient in changing environments. Mynas are also among the few bird species that show a keen sense of timing. They recognize rush hours, school bells, and garbage collection routines. In Indian cities, for example, mynas often show up around the same time every evening at popular food markets, knowing that vendors toss leftovers as they close shop. In that sense, they've become part of the rhythm of the city. But despite all their success, myna birds are not invincible. Habitat loss, air pollution, and the growing density of concrete jungles without sufficient greenery have started to affect them in some places. Though they're adaptable, there are limits. The disappearance of nesting sites, increased human aggression, and the dangers of chemical-laced trash can take a toll. Conservationists in some countries have started advocating for more balanced urban planning, spaces where both people and birds like the myna can coexist. There's a quiet beauty in watching a myna bird take off from a lamppost, wings flashing white and tail fanning out as it disappears into the sky. It's a reminder that nature finds a way to blend into even the most chaotic human environments. The myna doesn't ask for permission, it just arrives, learns, adjusts, and flourishes. They've learned how to time their movements with traffic lights, scavenge food near trash bins, and avoid areas with predators or hostile humans. When it comes to nesting, mynas aren't picky. They'll build a nest just about anywhere they can find a cavity or sheltered space. You name it, a myna could nest in tree hollows, roof crevices, wall vents, street lamps, or air conditioner units. They use all kinds of materials too: twigs, plastic strips, paper scraps, feathers, cloth, and even hair. If it's soft and can be carried in a beak, it's fair game for a myna's nest. Family life for the myna bird is quite cooperative. Both the male and female share parenting duties. The female usually lays 2 to 5 pale blue eggs, and both parents take turns incubating them. After the chicks hatch, both mom and dad work tirelessly to bring food and keep the nest clean. They feed their young a high-protein diet of insects and worms to help them grow fast. Within a couple of weeks, the chicks are already fluttering at the edge of the nest, preparing for their first flight. Another interesting fact is that mynas are extremely social. They usually live in pairs or small groups, but they gather in much larger flocks at night or during migration. If you've ever seen hundreds of birds squabbling loudly in a tree at sunset, chances are some of them were mynas. These evening gatherings are known as roosts, and they can get loud, very loud. The birds chatter, call, flutter around, and basically catch up on the day's events in what sounds like a noisy cocktail party. Mynas are also bold and fearless. They're not afraid of humans and will often approach closely if they think food is involved. They can be seen confidently walking among people and snatching crumbs in outdoor restaurants, public markets, and train stations. Their lack of fear often works to their advantage, especially in cities where food waste is abundant and predators are few. But their aggressiveness can also cause problems, especially in regions where they've been introduced.